12 weeks, paid, both parents. That's what having a baby in the military gets you now, and it's one of the strongest parental leave deals in the country. Here's the catch. There's a deadline hiding inside that first sleepless month, and if you miss it, the government can stop paying your baby's medical claims. One form, one office visit, one clock. We'll show you exactly which form, and the day your clock runs out.
Hey everyone, this is Erica. The 12 weeks isn't a rumor, and it isn't branch-by-branch luck. It's the Military Parental Leave Program, one DoD policy that's covered every branch since January of 2023. Same rule whether you wear Army green or Coast Guard blue.
I'm Leo, and I'd bet most units still haven't caught up to how good that policy is. The paper moved faster than the culture did.
Hi all, Bella here. If you're watching this with a due date on the calendar, first, congratulations. Second, you're about to run a paperwork gauntlet on no sleep, so we built this video to be the checklist your command should have handed you.
Bella, that gauntlet has one trap that actually costs money, so let's name it up front. Your baby's TRICARE isn't automatic forever. There's a 90-day registration window, and blowing past it means denied claims.
And people are hitting these walls right now. A question that keeps coming up in military parenting communities. My unit approved 2 of my 12 weeks before a 9-month deployment. Is that even legal? We're settling that one today.
So that's the mission. The 12 weeks, the 90-day clock, and 5 money switches, a birth certificate flips. Everything we cite today, plus the printable checklist, is free at military.professorerica.com. First, how the leave actually works.
"12 weeks per parent, inside the first year." That's the whole rule, and it's worth hearing twice because half the questions we see come from people who don't believe it applies to them. It covers birth, adoption, and long-term foster placement. And it's non-chargeable, which means it doesn't touch your 30 days of annual leave. 2 separate buckets. You don't spend vacation days to meet your own kid.
Wait, hold on. Dads get the full 12 too?
Every covered parent, Bella. Dads, adoptive parents, foster parents. Each parent's 12 weeks stands on its own, and nobody's leave shrinks anyone else's.
Now stack the timeline, because the order matters. Let me draw the clocks. Birth happens. If you're the birth parent, convalescent leave starts first, typically about 6 weeks, taken in one block. Then the 12 weeks of parental leave sits on top of that, and the whole thing has to land inside 1 year from the birth. Convalescent, then parental, then the window closes.
And that convalescent piece has real teeth. Your commander cannot disapprove it. It's medical recovery, not a favor, and it can even extend past 6 weeks if a provider says so.
Quick one for the room, because I keep seeing this asked, does taking all 12 burn your regular 30 days of leave?
No, not a single day. That's what non-chargeable means, and it's in writing on your branch's own benefits page. Your 30 days are still there for the holidays.
One more group before we move on. Dual military couples. Both of you serving, both of you get your own 12 weeks. You can't hand yours to your spouse, but you don't need to. Between convalescent and 2 full parental blocks, that first year can actually have parents in it.
One thing before the next part, and then we move right on. If any of this is clicking, tap that like, hit subscribe, and ring the bell for the next one. It takes a second, it costs nothing, and it helps more than you would think. Now the fork every new military parent hits. Take all 12 weeks in one block, or split them into pieces around the unit's schedule. The policy allows both. Commands have opinions about both, and the 2 of you disagree. Bella, you're up first. Why one block?
Because you never get those weeks back. The first 3 months are when feeding gets figured out, when sleep schedules exist or don't, when your spouse is most underwater. A calendar full of 7-day fragments isn't a parental leave. It's a series of long weekends with a commander's signature on each one.
And I'd take the other side with real confidence because I've watched where units actually are. The policy's ahead of the culture. If your platoon's short-handed and a rotation's coming, 12 straight weeks can land you in the acting first sergeant's bad graces, fair or not. Blocks shaped around the unit's reality keep your leave and your standing.
Before you two go another round, the room already sent us the hard version of this. Just had a baby yesterday. My unit wants me to deploy in 2 weeks. What are my options? That one's real and recent, and the answer lives in the fine print you both keep circling. So let's read it. Leo, the increments you like need what exactly?
Commander approval. Blocks of at least 7 days, up to 12 blocks. The command gets a vote on the shape.
The shape, Leo, not the amount. And that's my whole case. If the commander doesn't approve your increments, the policy forces the alternative. They must let you take the full 12 continuously. Denial doesn't shrink your leave, it unsplits it.
And that's the sourced verdict, straight from the Army's own guidance. The 12 weeks is the floor, not the ask. In the Army, a parental leave plan can only be disapproved by the first general officer in your chain, not your platoon sergeant, not your company commander. So take Leo's advice on shaping it around the mission, take Bella's on protecting the total, and if anyone offers you 2 weeks out of 12, that's not a compromise. That's a policy violation with a memo trail waiting to happen. Next up, the clock that actually can hurt your family. "90 days. That's how long you have to make your baby exist on paper, and it's the one deadline in this whole video with a dollar cost attached. Picture Specialist Reyes, an E4 at Fort Campbell, baby girl born March 1st. She's got until the end of May, and she's running on 90-minute naps.
The system she's racing is DEERS, the Defense Enrollment Eligibility Reporting System. Think of it as the gate list for every military benefit. If your daughter's not on the list, TRICARE literally can't see her.
So let's ask it straight because every parent thinks it. What actually happens if you blow past day 90?
TRICARE's own words. If the child isn't enrolled, TRICARE won't pay on any claims starting on day 91. Day 91. Every well baby visit, every ear infection after that, out of your pocket until you fix it.
The fix costs one afternoon, and it runs through one form. Let me show you the actual paper Reyes fills out. DD Form 1172-2. This is the DEERS enrollment application, and Section 4 is the part that matters, dependent information. That block is where your baby becomes real to the system. Bring the birth certificate, walk into any Rapids ID card office, and they file it on the spot.
And this rule isn't buried in a regulation nobody reads. It's on TRICARE's public page in a warning box, which tells you how many people miss it. There it is, 90 days stateside, 120 overseas, on tricare.mil itself. Overseas families, your clock is longer but the cliff is the same.
Put Reyes's version on a calendar. Baby born March 1st. Her DEERS deadline lands May 30th. That's the whole window, and newborn weeks evaporate faster than any calendar suggests.
The good news hiding in all this, for active duty families, the baby is covered during those first 90 days, and once she's in DEERS, TRICARE picks her up automatically. Register on time and there's no gap at all. After that, MilConnect Online handles address changes and cards without another office visit.
And one quiet bonus while you're standing at that Rapids counter, the same DEERS entry is what makes your child eligible for a GI Bill transfer years from now. We did a whole episode on that clock. 2 benefits, 1 form. Your paycheck changes the day that birth certificate exists, and most of the changes point up. 5 switches. Some flip themselves, some need you to push them, and mixing up which is which costs real money.
For this one, I want someone who lives in this paperwork. We've got Dana Whitfield on the line, and she knows military family benefits inside out. Dana, you there?
I'm here, Kai, and congratulations to whoever's watching this with a car seat still in the box.
Start with the biggest one, housing.
BAH flips to the with-dependent rate the moment that baby's in DEERS. 1 flip, 1 rate, a 5th kid pays the same as the first. And if you're single in the barracks, a dependent means you start drawing BAH at all, which can be the biggest raise of your enlistment. Switch 2 flips itself. The moment your child's in DEERS and you carry FSGLI, they're insured for $10,000 under Family FSGLI. No premium, no form, no action.
Hold on, the Basic Needs Allowance isn't automatic like that, right?
Right, and that's the switch people miss. BNA tops up junior families whose household income sits under 200% of the federal poverty line. That threshold got raised from 150 by the 2025 Defense Bill, so families who didn't qualify before might now. But you apply through your service. Nobody applies for you.
Let me put the before and after on the board while Dana's on the line, because seeing it as one list is what makes it stick.
Dana, the one everyone fears, the hospital bill. What does the delivery itself cost the family out of pocket?
At a military hospital under Prime for an active duty family, typically little to nothing. Civilian families routinely pay thousands out of pocket for the same delivery. It's one of the most underrated benefits in the whole package.
And I'll flip the last switch before Dana goes because it's the one with a line, childcare. MilitaryChildcare.com is the single DoD portal for every branch's waitlists, and where I'd put my confidence, the families who join the list before the baby arrives are the ones who aren't panicking at month 6.
That's the one I'd underline twice, Leo. Leave gets protected by policy. Childcare only gets protected by getting in line early. Good luck out there, folks.
So this is the version you screenshot in the hospital parking lot. 5 moves, in order, and the whole thing fits in one afternoon plus one office visit. Because this is what all the paperwork is actually for. The weeks. The ones you don't get back.
Move 1. Your parental leave plan goes to your commander early and in writing. What I'd actually do, file it the same week you announce the pregnancy. You heard the debate. The 12 weeks is the floor, and paper protects floors.
Move 2, the 90-day one. Birth certificate to a Rapids office with DD Form 1172-2. Move 3. Confirm the TRICARE enrollment actually happened. Confirm, don't assume. Log into MilConnect and look.
Move 4. Your child's 10,000 of FSGLI is automatic, but while you're in the system anyway, update your own SGLI beneficiaries. New kid, new paperwork reality. And move 5. The BNA screen if money's tight, plus that childcare waitlist we just covered.
And if your command makes any of this hard, you're not powerless and you're not alone. The policy's public, the deadlines are public, and you've now literally seen the pages.
One form, 90 days, 12 weeks. If you carry nothing else out of here, carry that. And when the dust settles and you're choosing where that bigger BAH check should live, our next one runs the on-base versus off-base math, and the answer surprised me. Quick landing. 12 weeks paid for each parent, a 90-day Deere's clock with a real cliff, and 5 money switches, 2 automatic, 3 on you.
The number I can't unhear is day 91. Set your reminder the week the baby's born and future you keeps the coverage without ever sweating it.
Mine's the childcare list. The best day to join it was before the baby. The second best day is today.
And keep the receipts. Paper is how junior families win these fights.
If this saved you one denied claim, the like button helps the next tired parent find it. Subscribe if you want these numbers kept current. We re-verify them every year. Next time, on base or off base, and the math went somewhere I didn't expect. Full block or split, how did your unit actually handle the 12 weeks? Tell us below. Somebody's going to read your comment the week their baby's born. Shortest path to useful. Take it without apology.
Rating you an 8.7, Kai. Held back a hair because you made it look easy. This is Professor Erica. Thanks for watching and signing off.